And so please bear with me while I try and do this. This is the second time ever doing something like this. And first time around was, let's just say, totally different. Hey everyone, my name is Oscar and I'm the CEO and one of the co-founders at Epidemic Sound. We're not in the office. I guess you've gathered that by now. We're actually at my house, sitting in one of our pink sofas, and the world is a very different place compared to a few weeks ago when we started to understand what Corona and COVID-19 was about to mean for the world. Being in front of camera is difficult. I've been working with content my entire life, but I've never been the person in front of the camera. And sort of being here now just fills me with so much respect for what you as a community do every single day. And what we've been doing now during the last 2 to 3 weeks is trying to understand the bigger community. Where are you all at? What's on your mind? How are you coping? What are the commercial challenges, the creative challenges? How has the environment changed? We've started to reach out through Instagram sort of live shows where we talk directly to creators. Last week we spoke to Justine and Marcus out in LA.
It's actually been really interesting and a little bit difficult to kind of navigate, but I mean, we're getting really creative, so.
Now it's been a little bit challenging, to be honest. I think I had 5 jobs canceled over the last couple of weeks.
I think also segmenting your house has been really helping me. Like once we get out of bed in the morning, we make our bed and I try not to get back in it.
It's only been a couple of weeks, so we don't really know the outcome in a couple of weeks either. After it all, it might bloom. It might be the most hectic times we've ever experienced.
Yeah. And this is my second ever vlog. First time around was a little over 3 months ago. When I first started to try and do this, it was all about sharing how we're trying to build Epidemic Sound, how we're trying to build a company. And then since then, basically everything changed. As you can see, I'm not in my office. I'm in my living room. This is where I've been for the last couple of weeks. We started by sending everyone home 3 weeks ago. Over 400 people across 10 different countries all over the world in an effort to help the world to flatten the curve. I think that a couple of weeks in, it's safe to say that we've all had to adapt. Everyone's had to change. From routines to thinking to process, basically everything is different. So working from home has taught me one thing. I hate working from home. It's the worst. Being a father of 3 and schools in Sweden are still open, so I have to plan the time. So doing a vlog at home now, it's 20 to 3, in 20 minutes, the family's gonna be here. So laundry is everywhere and the level of noise in this place is gonna be very different from what it is right now. So I don't know about you, but I've come to realize that as you get older, you understand how you work and how you tick, and you also get to know your own endorphins. And I know that in the morning, I'm a much more grumpy person. Stuff doesn't work in my head or basically anywhere, whereas in the afternoon, sort of totally different. Same is true when it comes to where in your house you can actually work. So this is upstairs where we live, and up here is where it happens for me. This is obviously a much better place for me to sort of think. And I think that one of the things that's really been on my mind the last couple of weeks is I'm struck by the amount of creativity that comes out of scarcity. There's so much creativity when you add constraints, when you add 140 characters, or when you add the element of not being able to meet one another. I think this is an opportunity to really rise, and it's something that actually fills me with optimism. The possibilities and what we're seeing now happen in the community and how people are sort of embracing this new environment, that's something that I think that you should lean into. Spending a lot of time at home, I've been able to do some reading, and I've actually read quite a bit about previous quarantines. There have been quite a few throughout the last couple of 100 years, and one thing that sticks out is that during many of these quarantines, from an arts and from a science perspective, they've been creative renaissances. Content creators historically have actually thrived during quarantines and during periods of like great of difficulty. Uncharted territory where it's unknown. That's when you come up with these Hail Mary options. That's when you try these shortcuts. That's when you get really creative in terms of everything. And you go from sort of trying to get something to work the normal way to just trying to get something to work. So I think that that's something that we're trying to support as much as we can now throughout the entire ecosystem. That's something that really excites me, because I think that being an optimist is a choice. And oddly enough, I think it also, by being one, you can help create the outcome that you want, because you assert so much influence on your environment, so things can start to move in the right direction, in the place where you want it to go. In no time in human history is there going to be as much content consumption as during the next 6 months. People want entertainment, they want information, they want comfort, they want togetherness, they want soul food, but they also want to feel hope. They want to feel a belonging. And so your stories are more important than they've ever been. Our commitment to you now is that we are going to do everything in our power, everything humanly possible, to commercially and creatively fuel your stories. The stories need to get out there, and all of our lines of communication, all of our lines of resources, all of our intelligence, all of our time is focused on helping you how to do that in the optimal way. So get creative, communicative. Please reach out to us. Let us help you in the best way we can by listening to you and helping you bring your stories to life. That's our commitment to you.